Okay, so first things first, I obviously cut my hair. And I know what you're thinking, ladies. I'm 10 times more handsome. That being true, I still miss the long hair and ponytail. As much of a douchebag I know I look like, I still miss it. I'll get over it. Beer helps. Drinking something local, one of my favorites, Groomer by Bayern in Missoula, Montana. Because I'm going to need it to get through this. I figured I might as well do an update to the collection. There's a shit ton, including that lot I won. There's a lot, so I'm gonna try to crush through these, not spend too much time on all the games like I did last time. So let's get right into it. Newest edition, 1942. I always heard good things about this one and 1943. They're a shoot 'em up. This is a super early one though, like 85, I think. And I played it for a while last night, and I actually agree. It's awesome, and it's a Capcom game. I really enjoyed it. Totally recommend it. Bases Loaded 1, Bases Loaded 2. By Jalico, who is super famous for putting their fucking name on the end label, fucking everybody's collection up. Anyway, haven't played him yet. I'm into baseball games, so I know that well. Bigfoot, absolutely played this game. Had fun. You know, it's monster trucks. Some of the games are hard to play though. Takes a little time to get used to. Captain Skyhawk, didn't know anything about it. Tried it out. Really enjoyed it. It's a cool flight game. It's like a primitive Star Fox. Casino Kid, haven't touched it yet. Chess Master, haven't touched it yet. Double Dribble, yeah, it's like Blades of Steel but basketball. Not nearly as fun as Blades of Steel, but it's still a basketball title. If you're into basketball, go for it. Family Feud. Now these like game show games are fucking sweet because it's all based on like 1980s trivia and 1980s stats and like, for instance, Family Feud, what some people would say in 1980 about, you know, what would you turn on in the morning. Like there are so many more fucking things in the world now that you would turn on in the morning. So you know, they're fun because it's just ridiculous to play with some friends and find out what the fuck people would have said about, for instance, what kind of car do you drive? I don't know if that's a real question or not, but there's a lot of cars that they don't fucking make anymore that would have been answers, and new cars now that they didn't know about. So I totally recommend any and all of these games. They're fun. Golf, black box game, knocked it off the list. Stoked about that. Gotcha. I actually got it. I tried playing it. Didn't know that it was a light gun game. It's like a paintball game or something. And I am stoked to plug in the zapper and get a CRT TV hooked up and play it. I'll report back on it at some point. Hoops, another Jalico game, or Jalico. I'm just going to say Jalico, even though Jalico sounds dumb. It's more fun to say, but Jalico game. Haven't played it. Fucking A, boss. I had never played ice hockey growing up. I played Blades of Steel. This is so much better. It is so much more fun. There's music throughout the game. It's not silent, and you have to hear in Blades of Steel you hear the same "Get the puck, with the puck, with the puck" over and over again. I can't stand it. Ice hockey, on the other hand, fucking great. Plus, there's a little bit of a strategy to it because you can pick from 3 different kinds of players: a skinny guy, a mid-level guy, and a super fat guy, and they have different skills, and it takes a little bit more of a man to play this game. It's dumbed down like kiddie style, like a Mario game would be, but it's, in my opinion, by far better than Blades of Steel. And this game will be one that I come back to a lot, especially playing with friends. It's a great multiplayer game, and it's super cheap as hell. You could get it on eBay for like less than $4. So anyone watching this who doesn't have it and is curious, pick it up. Have fun with it. It's a fucking great game. Jeopardy Jr., one of those game show games. Haven't played it yet. I'm actually waiting to play all these that I got. I got a couple more of them with friends just because it's going to be more fun that way. Jordan vs. Bird, 1-on-1. I played this as a boy, and I liked it back then because it was the only basketball game I had on the NES before I got NBA Jam on the Super Nintendo, which is the shit. It's the best basketball game ever made, and nothing will ever top it. But this one, it was, there was like a 3-point contest. There was like, you play 21 or something, and I remember enjoying it because it was a good, one-on-one game. Obviously, because one-on-one is in the fucking title. Magic Johnson's Fast Break. Don't give a fuck about Magic Johnson or the Lakers. Josh, if you're watching this, right here, buddy. I'm sure it's somewhat similar to Jordan versus Bird, but if, in my opinion, either one of these two fuckers could outplay this motherfucker any day. Sports talk. We'll talk sports. How you guys doing? What's your favorite basketball team? I'm sure a lot of you people are saying the Warriors now. Were you guys saying that 2 years ago? Don't fucking think so. Don't be on bandwagons. Don't be jumping on whatever team's doing good. A lot of Patriots fans out there. There weren't any Patriots fans in 1999. None of them. Unless you lived in Boston, you didn't give a fuck about the Patriots. Or the Seahawks. I live in Montana. They're close by. Everyone around here is either always traditionally been a Vikings fan, a Broncos fan, or a Packers fan. That's how it is. All of a sudden that the Seahawks are good, everyone loves the fucking Seahawks. Suck a dick. Sports talk. This guy sucks. These guys fucking rule. Remember that. Marble Madness. Played this game as a kid. Absolutely loved it and hated it. It was fun because it was simplistic, but it was super difficult, and I don't think I ever got past the second level. I put the sumbitch in. Being a grown-up helps. I got to the third level in the first life. So, I would recommend playing this if you haven't. It's a classic, I would say. I don't know if anyone would agree with that, but I certainly think so. Othello. Didn't know what the fuck this was until my friend Jamie told me about it. Apparently it's a board game of some kind, like checkers or backgammon or some shit. And I got 3 copies of it in that auction, or that lot on eBay. So I got rid of one of them. I still have one. It's not a good trading game. No one wants it. No one gives a shit. Pinball Quest. Haven't played it. I'm actually excited maybe to give it a shot because I know that people sort of enjoyed the black box pinball that was on the NES, but I'll give this one a chance. Puzznic. I didn't know what I had until I looked it up. It's actually a rarer title. It's not an expensive one, but it's one that's certainly hard to come by. I don't understand why. It seems like it'd be a really dumb, cheap $2-3 game, but it's it's around $10, I think, but it's harder to find. I don't really understand how rarity and pricing works yet. I'll get there, but I guess that's to be learned. Part of this. RC Pro-Am. Absolutely played this as a kid. Absolutely continue to play it as a grown-up, if that's what you want to call me. It's the shit. It's simple. I think this RPC Pro-Am 2 is 2-player. This one's not. It's 1-player, but you get enough enjoyment out of it. It'd be cool if you had 2 people going, but You know, just it's cartoony. Go around a track, and everyone knows about the. Anyone who's played this knows about the orange truck, the orange car. How its CPU was better than everybody else's. Wasn't fair, but who gives a shit? RC Pro Am, a lot of fun. The sound effects are really good in it. Racket Attack, talked about it in the previous video. Tennis by Jalico. Rad Racer. If only I had the Power Glove. I love the Power Glove. So bad. Is that good enough? Rad Racer's the shit. A lot of people played it. I don't know what else to say about it. It's a simple racing game, but I don't want to even talk about it too much. I don't want to ruin it because I had a lot of fun playing it as a kid. If you want to know what it is, that quote I just said, type in Power Glove on YouTube, and I'm sure the first video will be Lucas using his Power Glove. MTV Remote Control. Haven't played it yet. I assume it's probably going to be terrible, but we'll give it a shot at some point when I have nothing else to do. I remember the show on MTV vaguely because I was just a kid when it came out, but I do remember it. Skate or Die. A lot of people consider it a classic. Even to this day, I can't figure out the controls, so maybe I'm just not man enough to understand how to play it. I'm just not fucking good at it. This is a cartridge I didn't know existed until I really kind of started looking into collecting. I always assumed it was just Mario Duck Hunt. Apparently this one was actually pretty popular too. I just didn't know anybody who had it, so I didn't know it was a thing. TNC Surf Designs, a lot of fun. You know, it's a skateboard game and then it's a surfing game, and it's I think people don't like it because it's hard, and it is, but I've enjoyed the time I put into it. So Turtles, kind of talked about it in a previous video. I played it a lot at this daycare place I went to when I was a kid. I don't know if that's gonna fuck the sound up. Called Busy Hands in Montana on South Avenue, Malfunction Junction, if you know where it's at. Turtles, not one kid in the daycare made it anywhere, because the first 2 levels you'd probably wipe most of your characters out, all 4 turtles. If you had one left, you probably got run over by some random dump truck or whatever the fuck were in the streets. But I know that Donatello's the man in this because his bow staff will like reach further than anybody else's shit. So keep Donnie alive if you get this. And I mean, there's for every single game ever, there's a walkthrough or tutorial or something on YouTube, a let's play. The ones on this make it look easy, but it's not. Tough game. And I got fucking Wheel of Fortune for days, son. Haven't played any of them yet. I think the only one I'm missing is Wheel of Fortune starring Vanna White. So once I get that, I guess I'll have a little mini collection completed, if that's what you want to say. Where's Waldo? I know I said in my first video that I don't want to talk about games that suck, but this thing is fucking atrocious. I can only imagine what I would have felt like as a kid getting this game, because Where's Waldo was a big deal. Like, every kid had a book. Every doctor's office had a book. Everywhere you went, the Waldo books were fucking everywhere. If I would have convinced my mom or somebody, grandparents, somebody to get me this game, and I put it in and played it, I would have cried my dick off because it's so bad. Imagine the Waldo book. Let's just use this front cover as an example. Where's he at? Maybe find him. The drawings look good enough. The game is pixelated as shit. All you do is move a cursor around and kind of guess and hope you found him. Once you do, you move on to the next level. Check it out on YouTube. I'm not going to talk about it anymore ever again, but it's bad. Don't recommend the game. That's enough for slamming somebody, but whoever made that shit, they made a shit ton of money, I'm certain, by selling this game, and it was just god awful. Final game, Win, Lose, or Draw, which apparently was a TV show. Draw your own pictures like the hit TV game show, or let the program draw them for you. I played this with Jamie. No. It was like Pictionary, but if a third grader was the drawing, the artist, it was not good. I imagine that the game show may have been fun to watch, but this game is not fun to play. So that's the update. I didn't drink any more of my beer. Ew. I got a lot of games here. I doubled my collection, more so than that. And the only reason I'm making this video is because I kind of went crazy on shopping today on eBay. Got a lot of good deals. And, I know that I talk about eBay a lot, and I'm coming up with other ideas for collecting, and I'm going to talk about them later on. But I think I ordered like 12 games or so today, maybe more, 15. And I kept it all under, I think, like $120. One game of which was 30. So I got a new top dollar game, and I'm excited to talk about that. But so yeah, I'll have another update soon enough, and we'll go from there. And all the recommendations I gave you, I wholeheartedly meant, just as much as I said how much I hate Where's Waldo. And I know I just talked about it again, but fuck that game.